Hello my dear students, let's quickly see how you can use Microsoft Teams for your lectures and how you can post assignments in Microsoft Teams. The first thing is you have to download Microsoft Teams from office365.com, or you can use the browser. But more important is that you need one Microsoft.com ID. Without that ID you cannot log into Microsoft Teams. You can't use Google. You can't use nmims.edu.in ID as well. You need that on Microsoft.com ID to log in and sign into MS Teams. Once you have signed into MS Teams, I always recommend sign in using your desktop or a laptop. That will give you all the features and not mobile. Though of course you can also sign in using mobile. But once you have installed MS Teams and you have signed in, you need to join a class. So how we can join a class? So every faculty will create his or own class and he will send you a code or a link. So in order to join, let's say you want to join Professor Rajesh Prasad sir's class or Yashodhan sir's class, they will send you the code by which you can use that code to join the class. So when you click on join class, you will see the class name. Let's say Yashodhan sir's class is sales and distribution class. So click on that class. It'll ask you to enter the code. Enter the code which sir has given, and by this you get admission into the class permanently, unless and until he wants to kick you out. So use the code to join the class. Once you have joined the class will appear something like this. On the left hand side you will see the name of the class. On the right hand side you will see different tabs. So what are these tabs all about and how it is relevant to you as a student? Post is the tab where the faculty will post messages, conversations, points to discuss, points to share. He might post that from next week M1 starts. He might post that each group, please create a group of your own. A lot of things. It's just like a chat box. So you can use this to chat with your professors. You can use this to ask questions or whatever it is. And there is an @ function in the chat and in the post. So when you use @ and enter the name of that person, then the chat actually goes to that person only. It will not be seen by others. So very good feature. Let's say you type in @ Yashodhan Karulkar and then say, sir, is the M1 test next Tuesday, or it is going to be an MCQ. This message will go to Yashodhan sir only because you have used @ before the name. So this feature you can use in the post section, which is used for chats and announcements. There is another tab called as file. So here's the place where the professor will upload his files, PPTs, PDF, which he wants to share with you. You can also upload your PPTs and files. That is when the professor wants you to upload your PPTs, you can do that as well out here. There is a third button on the right hand corner called as Meet. You are not supposed to click on Meet and start your own class. Wait for the professor to start his class, and once the professor starts his class, in the post section you will see something called as Join, which will appear. It will say the meeting in general is started. Even you will find this name also getting changed. Yashodhan sir will say Sales and Distribution class lecture 1. Click on Join. Don't click on Meet and then create your own class. You have to wait till the professor starts. That is the primary important discipline which you guys have to follow. Click on Join and enter the class. When you click on Join and enter the class, by default the professor will mute all of you. In case you want to ask a question, unmute yourself and ask the question. When you open up the screen, you will see the Join class. What is relevant to you is these two tabs. One is the chat. If you want to ask a question, use the chat box. Enter the questions down there, and you can see these questions which you have entered here in the chat also appearing in your post. But then if you want to ask a detailed question, you want to have some sort of a discussion with your professor, click on the hand raise. The professor will know that some student has clicked on hand raise, so he will put a pause to his presentation. He will ask you, unmute you, you can ask your questions, and then you can have a discussion. These are the two important things which you guys have to follow. And the third thing is, in case the professor wants you to do a presentation, that is where you will use this particular button, the square and the arrow one, which is screen share. Once he assigns you as a presenter, then you can present your PPT, your PDF, or whatever you want to present. You click on this share screen, it opens up. The second area when you click on share screen is how you can share your screen. You can share your screen by clicking on desktop. It opens up your entire desktop. And then you can go to that file, wherever it is, open the file and share it. But if you want to only show that particular file, then open up that file. Let's say this is the PPT which I want to share. Open up that PPT beforehand, and then click on Windows, and then click on those PPT. By this you will share only the PPT. Whereas in desktop में क्या होता है कि you have so many icons below, you have so many files which is open, so you just don't want people to see your entire room, right? So you just want to share only that particular PPT, so you can use Windows option. These are the two things which is important, which you will very frequently use. So students, the third thing comes as assignment. As soon as the faculty announces an assignment, let's say an assignment is there, September 15th, M1 is starting. You will see the assignment being posted in the post. You will know that M1 is started, whether it is MCQ or subjective. The professor will create that assignment and he will post that assignment in the assignment tab. And then once you know that assignment has been posted, you will see that there's a reminder which will come in the post. You will know that the assignment has been kick-started. So all you have to do is click on the assignment, the one which is there. You will know that what is the name of the assignment, when is the due date, what is the due time. It opens up the assignment. So the assignment will be in the form of a link which you have to click. So it could be a MCQ, it could be a subjective, depending the type the professor has assigned it. You will see the name of the test, the due date, the due time, and the instructions which has been provided. So follow the instructions by clicking on the link, the document. Remember that this link and document will open up in a browser. So it's not opening up within the Teams, it will open up in a browser. So you have to go to that browser tab, enter those relevant answers, whatever it is, and just click on close. You will not find any save button, submit button or something like that. There will be a close button. So just click on close. Since the whole thing is happening within Microsoft Teams, it will automatically save your documents. You don't have to worry about it. But once you have closed the document in the browser, in your Microsoft Team, in the assignment tabs, you have to click on turn in or hand in. By this, the system will ensure, the team is also ensuring that you have submitted your documents, and your professor will know that the students have submitted his assignment. So ensure that you click on hand in or turn in. This is the most important thing. So these are the very basic steps which you should follow. So as an attendee, you are not authorized to mute or remove participants. Don't do that. The system is recording all activities. So there's a watch going on. So don't get into trouble. You just log in, wait for the session to start, let the professor start the session. You don't click on meet now and start the session. In case the faculty wants you to upload a PPT, then you upload the PPT in class materials, or you can upload it in the file section. You can do both. But if you have been assigned as a presenter, in such case, use the share screen and present to your faculty or the group. Use the desktop sharing or the Windows sharing. That's good enough for sharing your PPT. That's all for Microsoft Teams. Thank you very much. Have a happy session. Thank you guys.